and welcome to today's creative, intuitive, free vinyasa kind of based flow. So don't worry, we won't be doing any actual vinyasas or chaturangas or anything of that sort. Just flowing, getting out of our minds, into our bodies, letting go, being free. I invite you to let your inner child come out and really just have as much fun as you possibly can. So maybe explore, be a little bit curious, get inspired. Yeah, my name is Alana, and for this flow you'll only need yourself and your mat. So let's get started. Okay, so today we'll start in a tabletop position, and then for our warm-up, in my notes I wrote crazy cat-cow. So just a crazy sort of warm-up. So cat-cow is lowering the belly towards the floor, shifting the gaze to the sky, and then the opposite, so doming into the upper back, pushing away from the mat and looking at your navel. So that's the basic movement, but this time we'll make it a bit crazy. So inhale up, exhale, push away from the mat. Now invite some intuitive movement, so making circles, doing whatever feels good to you, moving as fast or as slow as it serves you today. You can throw in some wrist work as well. Just whatever your body needs. We are waking up the body, getting it ready to move and groove. Maybe warming up into the sticky bits. Really just being free. Don't think about it too much. Today is not about what we look like at all. Just how it feels in your body. So if it feels good, keep doing it. If it doesn't, then don't. Okay. Then from your tabletop you can tuck your toes behind you, and then maybe just lift your knees like a centimeter or two off of the mat, just engaging the core, warming up the core. And then same thing from here, you can roll back, child's pose, down dog, roll forward, do a few spinal rolls, maybe moving side to side, just completing our crazy warm up into the body. Maybe even stretching out your down dog into the side bodies. Remember to still breathe, because that is what makes your body feel safe. So if you get out of breath or you don't breathe, your body won't feel safe. And this is all about feeling safe and exploring. Okay. And then when you've had enough of this, you can find any comfortable seat, and then just do any last little warm-ups that you would also like. So maybe do some more wrist rolls, maybe rolling the neck out, stretching into whatever your body tells you that it needs. You can also do some shoulder work. Also don't have to sit, so you can roll out your ankles or your hamstrings or whatever. This is your practice. And then we'll start our super funky, crazy, creative, fun flow in downward facing dog. Okay, so in your down dog, take a few deep breaths, maybe walk it out. You're more than welcome. Actually, I invite you to keep your knees bent. This is a gentle practice on our bodies. Also know that today, you're more than welcome to move off of your mat. Our mat is not our boundaries. Think outside of the box, move off of your mat. There's really no boundaries, no boxes, nothing today, no rules. So throw out the whole rule book. Okay, also this is going to be a flowy class, so you can really get into that intuitive movement, feeling it in the body. So I won't be explaining every single pose in a lot of detail. We will be flowing it through, sorry, a bit difficult to talk in down dog. We will be flowing through the exact same flow a few times. So the first time we'll take it a little bit slower, maybe just pointing out some things here and there posture-wise, and then we'll just flow through it a time or two as well. So yeah, get excited. Then when you're ready, moving over to side plank, looking towards the right side of the room, you can maybe place your left knee down, side plank to look like this, Place maybe your feet in one in front of the other or both on top of each other as you wish. You can maybe then lift this leg up. If you don't want to straighten it, that's okay. Maybe just bend it. Then step it over for our next pose, wild thing. Opening up the entire torso to the ceiling. Then we'll sit down onto our bums, move to the back of the room for a spinal twist. So inhale, maybe lengthen. Exhale, twist through the spine, looking over your shoulder. Then coming all the way back into a three-legged downward facing dog. Stepping that foot between your hands. Becoming light on the back foot, squeezing your inner thighs together. Coming up for a high lunge. Maybe step the back foot in a little bit. Straighten the front leg. And fold forward over this front leg. That's a good hamstring stretch. Then we'll put all of our weight into our front foot. Becoming light on the back foot, maybe lifting it and sweeping it through, coming to sit on our bums. Our next fun little pose, jumping right into it, will be side crow. So placing your hands in front of you, about shoulder width distance apart on the inside of your leg, maybe lifting up a little bit. Then you want your elbow to connect to your knee and your other elbow to your bum or into your hip. Keeping the elbows in towards each other, really gripping the mat with your hands, that is essential. And then we're lifting into a side crow. Once you've had enough of that, slowly come down. We will do this a few more times you want to explore, don't worry. Most naturally we'll be in a squat-like position like this. So just squat your legs out, jump them out a little bit further for Alanasana or yogi squat. So we are pushing with the elbows into the legs, opening up the hips, straightening out the spine, crown of the head towards the roof, looking straight in front of you. Maybe roll this one out a little bit. The first pose that we're really getting into the hips. Maybe you can even open up a little bit to one side, then the other. Okay, then from here, we will be twisting towards the right side. So hands in front of you, move your hands over to the right side, move your bum up, my feet stay where they are, just twisting on the back ball of the foot, placing the left knee on the inside of your right foot. And then, yes, another twist, left elbow on the outside of the right knee, right hand behind your back, and twist open. Twists are very detoxifying and good to get rid of all the toxins and tensions in the body. For this next move, we'll swing all the way around the world, taking your hands to the front, pushing into your feet, lifting your bum up, keeping your feet where they are. Walk with the hands around the world until you come to sit in the exact same position on the other side. Left hand to your back, right hand up and over, and twist to the other side. That feels nice. Once you're done twisting, stretching your hands all the way to the front of your mat, stepping back into three-legged down dog, and then placing that foot down for down dog. Then look in between your hands, step, jump or float your feet to the back of your mat, and exhale, forward fold. Again, keep the knees bent. Maybe sway from side to side. Do a little ragdoll. Okay. Then when you're ready, sweeping the arms back, sitting down for a nice chair. Draw the abs in to have a nice straight lower back. Make sure you can see all 10 toes. And then sit a little bit deeper. Then we'll slowly, as slow as you can, sit all the way down, lifting the legs into our boat. Feeling those abs work and fire up. I'm already enjoying this so much. I want to see smiles and hear giggles and just hear how much fun you're having. Show me how much fun you're having. Okay, then from here we will roll off of our mat. So rolling onto your stomach, grabbing the outsides of your ankles, and coming up for bow. Little counter pose to boat. And then you can relax down onto your stomach once you're done. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Relieve some stress off of the lower back. And since we are here on our tummies, maybe placing your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Really firmly grip through your mat, pulling your hands back. So pulling your arms back towards your hips and your hips forward towards your arms. Trying to pull your chest through your arms, looking up for our Sphinx pose. We are pressing firmly into the backs of our feet. You can decide how active you want your legs to be. And just breathe here for a second or two. Maybe pulling the shoulder blades away from each other. Then on next pose, you will tuck your feet and come up into dolphin. So stepping your feet or walking your feet closer and then pushing through your forearms to push your chest as close to your thighs as you can. This works quite deeply into the shoulders. Once you've had enough of that, coming back to down dog. So that was our first little round on the one side. Let's repeat that on the other side. Maybe just move your down dog back onto the center of your mat if you lost it somewhere. That's totally okay. I just don't have a huge amount of space to move around in here, so just coming back to our starting point on our mat. Okay, from down dog, this time side plank to the left, lifting the hips up, making a rainbow with your body, maybe lifting this top leg, maybe just bending it, slipping it over, lifting the chest up high for wild thing. Then sitting down, sweeping the arms all the way around for our first little twist in this round. And then again, moving all the way back into a three-legged down dog with the left leg up high. Looking forward, stepping the foot in between your hands, drawing the thighs together, squeezing the bum, coming up for a high lunge. Maybe hopping the back foot in slightly, straightening the front leg, not completely, keeping a micro bend in the front leg, screwing your hips off so you're facing the front, and then bend from the hips. Just forward fold over your front leg. Relax. Maybe shake your head out. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. Then slowly placing all your weight in your front foot, lifting the back foot up and moving through. Just going to move a little bit back. Okay, then side crow on the other side. So hands in front of you, elbow into your knee and into your bum. Let's see. If you are able to do it or you are able to get somewhere, maybe just feel the differences between the two sides. You'll see. If you fall out of it, that's perfectly okay, normal. You can explore a little bit more if you want to. Yeah, maybe one side is a lot easier than the other. And then when you're ready, coming into a low squat, hopping the feet out for Alanasana. Maybe sitting here for a moment or two. Warming into the hips. Maybe invite some stillness into your practice. We've been moving a lot. So maybe sit here, opportunity to catch your breath again. This time we'll be moving to the left. So move your hands to the outside of your left leg, up with the bum, until you come to sit like this. So right leg on the floor, left leg is up. Left hand behind your back, inhale, right arm up, look up, exhale to the outside of the knee and twist through your spine. Almost imagine you are wringing out a towel. The towel in this case is now your back. So you are using this elbow as leverage to twist even further. And then the fun little around the world move. So taking the hands all the way around to the other side, lifting the bum and moving over. So on the other side, twisting to the right. Make it a nice and deep twist. See how much you can release. Every single inhale, grow a little bit taller, and every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Coming back to center, stretching forward with your hands, coming onto a three-legged down dog with the left leg in the air and placing that foot beside the right one. Looking in between your hands, placing your feet in between the hands in whichever way you choose to. Body can take various shapes. Inhale, maybe a halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Relax your head down completely. How heavy can you make your head? And just relax your arms as well. Maybe you want to take a ragdoll, so grabbing opposite elbows, swaying around a bit. This is your practice, so it's all up to you. When you're ready, taking the hands backwards and forwards, sitting down into your chair. Maybe lifting your 10 toes to make sure your weight is in your heels. Again, drawing the pelvis in. And then slowly, slowly, slowly sitting down into that. You have the option here to straighten your legs. Maybe experiment with pointing your feet, flexing your feet. Feel what that feels like. And then this time, the last time I rolled over to the right, so now I'll roll to the left. So just roll to the other side. If you can remember which way you rolled, grab the ankles, maybe pushing the little big toes together, and lift up your entire body, except your hips. Lift a little higher, look up, your body will follow your gaze, and then relax your head down on the mat, maybe shaking out the hips and the lower back. And setting up for Sphinx, one of my favorite poses. So really drawing the chest through to the front of the room. Lengthening the neck. So maybe don't look up, but make sure the neck is equally as long in the front and back. So just look about a block or two in front of your mat. Maybe move around a little here as well. Just release all tension, have as much fun with all of these poses as you can. Then tucking the back toes and coming up, walking the foot in for our dolphin. You can maybe even play around here a little bit, or move forward into plank, back to dolphin. This is a really good exercise if you want to get closer to forearm stand. Okay, and then taking the hands up for downward facing dog. And that's the flow. Well done. We did it on both sides. Maybe take a sip of water if you want, or a quick child's pose, and then we'll flow through this again another 2 more rounds, maybe a little bit faster. Now that you know the flow and where we are going, we'll speed it up slightly. So remember to just keep breathing so you can stay with the rhythm. Nothing additional will be added. This is the exact flow. We'll just repeat it 2 more times. So you can meet me in a down dog, facing the front of your mat. Maybe taking a moment here to check in with yourself. How is your breathing? How do you feel energetically? What is your mood? Maybe compare what your body feels like. So if there's any tight spots or not, compared to maybe how you felt at the beginning of this class or in your first down dog. Then when you're ready, spinning over to the right side of the room into your side plank, lifting this leg up, stepping it over, opening up to the sky. Sitting down, taking your arm all the way over for that nice twist. And then all the way back for our 3-legged down dog. Looking in between the hands, coming up for a high lunge. Step the back foot in, straighten the leg, and fold forward. Putting the weight in your front leg, step that back foot through, and then we'll set up for our side crow. You'll have a few moments to do this, don't worry. Make sure that your weight is really, you're leaning forward. If you fall, don't worry, it's not that far. The floor will catch you. You can also place a pillow in front of your face. Okay, and once you're ready, meeting me in Alanasana, then turning towards the right, twisting to the right or side of the room, Twisting all the way around with your entire body. Now you're twisting to the left. We are going through this quite fast, but you can still get as deep into the poses as you would like. Then from here, moving forward, three-legged down dog, placing that leg down, stepping your feet in between your hands, forward fold. See how easy you can make this forward fold. Maybe just take a moment, get back to your breath. Then chair, sit low, really work those legs. Slowly sitting all the way down into your boat. Have a nice and strong boat. Maybe try to get your belly and your thighs closer towards each other. Rolling over to the belly for our bow. Slowly lowering down. Directly coming into Sphinx. Tucking the back toes, walking them in closer, and then really pushing your chest back. Coming up to our downward facing dog. Maybe finding your mat again. While you're finding your mat, also finding your breath. That's another round on the right side done. Okay, when you're ready, side plank to the other side. Bend this top leg, step it over, wild thing. Sitting down, moving all the way around for this nice twist. Moving back the way you came, three-legged down dog. Then stepping your foot down beside the other one. No, I'm lying, stepping that foot in between your hands and coming up for high lunge. Sorry about that. Step the back foot in, straighten the front leg and forward fold, hinging from the hips. Relax your head. Weighting your front foot, step this back foot through, and then another opportunity for side crow on the other side. Looking down at the floor beneath you. And coming into a low squat. From there, you know where we're going, into Alanasana. Maybe take a moment here to breathe, straighten your spine. Then moving over to the left side for our twist. If you're not always on the same side as me, that's fine as well, as long as you just do the other side then afterwards. Okay, then all around the world, so fun to do. Twisting to the other side. My body feels so much more open already. Then leaning forward, three-legged dog, stepping the foot down, looking in between your hands, stepping it forward into a forward fold, hanging heavy, maybe checking in with your breath again, then sitting back for your chair, slowly, 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 coming into your boat, see how much control you can do that with, and then rolling to the other side for your bow pose. Maybe lifting up higher than the other times, coming down into your Sphinx. This is such a relaxing pose for me. You can really feel the entire spine lengthening out. And when you're ready, walking into your dolphin, and then your downward facing dog. Nice. Coming back onto your mat, maybe take a quick sip of water, and then we'll do this entire flow one last time. Really give it your all. Let go of everything that you're still holding on to, and make this the most fun round yet. Take a moment to really get back to your breath. Maybe feel some sense of ease in your body. It's okay if you don't, but you'll just feel what this practice so far has done for you. Maybe you feel more open, more receptive, more creative. Maybe you feel inspired, maybe just energized. That is also okay. This was quite a fun flow for me to think of and write out and just feel it in my body. Yeah, so I'm happy that I get to share it with you. Once you're ready for the last round, you can meet me in downward facing dog. Then rolling onto side plank, taking that top leg, bending it, step it over for wild thing. Then sitting down for that nice twist. Really get into it. All the way back to three-legged dog. Stepping your foot in between your hands, coming up for high lunge. Then folding over this front leg, straightening it out, stretching the hamstring. Weight into your front leg, lift your back leg, swing it all the way through, and then into a last chance for side crow on this side. So really make it count. Once you're ready, jump into Alanasana. From here, circling to the right, doing a Lord of the Fishes pose. That's what this one is called. Then all the way around the world for Lord of the Fishes on the other side. Step it back into three-legged down dog. Place your foot down, look in between your hands, maybe jump this time, and come into a forward fold. Sitting back for your chair, then as slow as you can, coming into your boat, straight spine, rolling over into your bow, and then into your Sphinx. Take a moment here to breathe before tucking the toes and walking your dolphin. Feel how your shoulders feel now compared to the first dolphin. And back into your downward facing dog. Maybe find your mat again for our last flow on the last side. Can you believe it? Really turn up the fun. Make this the most fun flow you've done this entire year. Okay. Plank, lifting that top leg, bending into it for your wild thing. And sitting down, twist. Back into three-legged down dog. Stepping it in between your hands for high lunge. Straightening the front leg for forward fold. And then stepping the back leg through. Last side crow for this class and probably today. So really give it your best shot. And then jump back into your last Alanasana. And moving over to the left side for Lord of the Fishes. Our last time doing this fun little transition. Now we're facing the back of the mat. Moving forward, three-legged down dog and downward dog. Look in between your hands, step it forward, forward fold. How strong can you make this chair? And how slow can you sit down into your boat? Roll onto your tummy, grabbing the ankles, trying to get the knees together or squeezing them in, drawing the shoulder blades together and relaxing down. Coming into your Sphinx. Think of an airplane taking off. That's your spine. So forward and up. Stepping into your last dolphin of the day. And then downward facing dog. Maybe just get onto your mat again. Then take your knees down. Maybe to the outer edges of your mat, maybe not. Walking your hands forward and placing your forehead on your mat. Forward child's pose. Maybe rolling out the forehead, rolling out the hips. Releasing any and all last bits of tension. Feel it completely leave your body. In this little ball, this intimate space in child's pose, just be grateful for yourself and just recognize what you just did for yourself and for your body. Thank you for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this class as much as I enjoyed it, just teaching it and holding this space, and hopefully this inspired you and gave you some motivation for this last little bit of the year, or maybe just for the rest of your day. So yeah, and maybe this also gave your inner child permission to come out and you could experience what that is like. And yeah, I invite you to let your inner child come out to play more often. See how different life is and how different you can experience things when you are curious about things and exploring things almost through the eyes of a child, instead of taking everything so seriously and living in this performance-based world. Anyway, this was tons of fun. Thank you so much, and see you again next time. Feel free to stay in your child's pose as long as it serves you. My name is Alana, and it was fun.